The 9 ball doesn't count on the bottom two pockets. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and it is cue ball fouls only. I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. We have some sponsors on board for this event that are they're event sponsors that have joined in with Palmetto Billiards Academy here in Charleston, South Carolina. The event sponsors for that have joined forces with Palmetto to support this event are Ashley River Roofing, CB Prime Distribution, and Predator. So thank you to them for being part of the Palmetto Billiards Academy and the WPBA family. All right, folks, and this is it right here, race to 8. You guys are familiar with Shanelle. For those of you guys who are not familiar, she resides in Florida. She's currently ranked 46 on the WPBA, but she has been ranked as high as 36 over the years. Her first WPBA event was the Blue Emu Southern Open at Borderline Billiards in 2019. Nice starting break. She squat the rock nicely right there. She wants that 3 ball to travel. All right, so it looks like that 3 ball did tuck up just a tad. Get a little closer to the action for you guys at home. Good morning, everyone in the chat room, and thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys are sharing the stream. Don't forget to go to WPBA Billiards on YouTube, share the stream, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. That way you always know when we go live. So it looks like this is our first look at Kelly Fisher at the table this morning. Kelly's got some funny travel stories from this last trip. Unfortunately, her luggage didn't make it here. First couple of days she was here, so she had to go buy some new knickers, and then her cues still aren't here. I believe they're in Ireland. And so she had to borrow some cues, and luckily there were lots of people here who were willing to let her use their equipment for the week. And she, being that she's a Predator sponsored player, I'm sure she was pretty particular, and I'm positive someone around here helped her out. So a little safety there back at Shanelle. Right, Chanel's looking at this. I think she's going to have to kick at this 1 ball, but it's going to be a little difficult. Oh no, she can see. I think she can maybe see just the edge. We do have a side view. Couple views going on this camera. Don't forget to, we also have bonus coverage going on live right now. It's for table 10. So if you go to digitalpool.com and you go to tournaments and check out the WPBA Palmetto Invitational, you will see that table 10 is our bonus coverage table. Unfortunately, there's no commentary on that table. But John Dillon here from Palmetto has graciously set up a nice little camera for us, and he is manning that. So thank you to him and Palmetto for making it a little easier. Yeah, I seen the stream. The stream took a dive on us. We're not exactly sure why, but hopefully that won't be a problem going forward. The internet here is pretty decent, so we'll fingers crossed, folks. All right, so Chanel's stretched out here. We do not have, this is not an all ball foul, so cue ball fouls only. All the girls are super mindful not to touch the lay of the balls, but if it happens, they're not really, nobody's real particular about it. All right, so she's left Kelly a bit of a tester here. Looks like she may have to go rail first and clip that too. Oh, she was able to see it in the face. How you like that, folks? Good starter for Kelly saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry." It's just the way it works sometimes. That's nine ball. So let's check out what we got going. All right, folks, I didn't realize when I switched camera views, you guys lost my microphones. We're going to make that fix real quick. We've had a lot of things going on here this week, so just a second. Someone popped in the booth. I'll be right back. All right, there's Kelly Quickfire Fisher. Kelly's a Jam Up sponsored player. She also is sponsored by Jingsway Tables and Predator. You guys are familiar with that. Kelly's got that cool little QR code on the back of her shirt. Maybe at some point I'll be able to zoom in on that and let you guys get a picture of that, and you can follow her link. Where I was saying earlier when my mic was muted, unfortunately, is that this pool room just opened a couple weeks ago. We are literally the first event that they've had here. So thank you to Reed and Shane, the owners of Palmetto Billiards, for bringing the WPBA in for their first big event. We're super grateful to be here. It's a nice little shot by Shanelle there. Nice touch. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to the WPBA Billiards on YouTube. Looks like Kelly may have to go to the air for this shot. Nice touch. Made a good hit. Really didn't leave Chanel much. Looks like Chanel's going to play a nice containing safety. Very smart move by Chanel. like kicking two rails on the underside of this one ball. Allows, as long as she doesn't hit it too thin, she should get a nice safety under the 8, but she has missed it. So Shanelle Loraine will come to the table with ball in hand. They had some commercial work being done last night for the pool room, and so we're still kind of getting set up in the event. So don't mind us if there's a little bit of camera movement and some light twiddling here and there. I'll be tinkering with things as the day goes on. I do play at noon Eastern time zone here. So I believe I might be able to get my friend Angela in the booth at noon. It's hard in the early rounds, so to get people to help out, and of course we're all playing as well. So it's nice that Angela offered to come and jump in the booth and take care of some stuff for me. I appreciate my coffee buddy tremendously. All right, that's another nice safety. Just gonna see if she can get Kelly. Now I don't think she'll be able to two or three foul Kelly here. Kelly's gonna make a solid hit. Something random happens. Now, luckily, when Kelly shot that, I do believe that it tied up the two just a tad. All right, so Chanel comes back to the table. She's gonna have to use the bridge to reach it. Chanel, if you don't know her, she's a tiny little human. Speaking of Chanel, I was just talking to her. Yeah, so she is sponsored by How, Andy Cloth Eastern Billiards and Dr. V's Custom Shop, but she's pretty excited at the last event at ICB. She recently got the new How Flash Carbon shaft, and so she's pretty excited about that. And of course, How is one of the sponsors of the WPBA, so I asked her how she liked the shaft, and she's loving it. If you guys are interested in looking for new carbon fiber, maybe that's the one for you. All right, three rails around. Well, how you like that? Kelly, you'll just go ahead and play a little stop shot safety here. Kind of pin her underneath that brown 7. It's a good shot. Chanel's going to be kicking. So for those of you guys who've never been here at Palmetto Billiards, like I was saying, they just opened a couple weeks ago. They have gorgeous Predator tables, everything Predator. Um, and they play beautifully. They also carry Predator merchandise, and they also, as well as the 9 footers, they also have a whole section of their room specifically for the Predator 7 foot tables. So if you've never been, or if you're close to Charleston, you should come check it out. It's gorgeous. Um, and brand new. So they're still doing a lot of things. They've got a lot of good ideas. I do think they intend to install some digital pool, the cameras over the tables, and things going forward. They have a great IT guy, John Dillon, who has been super helpful this week. And they're just really making moves. And so I'm excited to see where Palmetto will be in the future. Let me just say too, like the owners are amazing people and they've been so easy to work with. I'm really grateful for them. And this was a last minute pickup for us. We lost our event in Chicago and they called and offered to have host an event here on this date instead. So everything was super last minute, and I'm sure Janet Atwell can attest to this. It is not easy to get prepared for a big event when you're still finishing, the parts of your building and your pool room that you want to get finished. So there are a few things that they don't have done yet, but it won't be long. They're doing big things. So I'm really excited to see that going forward, the growth of this room. They are having a JAS event next week here as well. All right, Kelly Fisher, she wants the ball to slow down. Beautiful. Landed beautifully. All right, Kelly Fisher to extend the lead 2-0. While the ladies are getting ready to rack, let's talk a little bit, huh? Let's talk about the long-standing, lasting sponsors of the WPBA, Diamond Tables, Aramith and Simonis Cloth, our partnership with Digital Pool. We're forever grateful. We also just recently this year obtained some new sponsors, How Tips, with their new carbon shaft that we just talked about called the Flash that Chanel is using. And Kamui Chalk is official chalk sponsor of the WPBA. Big Family Custom Creations, Natea and Marie, amazing official apparel company for us. Call them for all your pool apparel needs. And if you have a business or would like to sponsor the WPBA and become part of our family, please contact Steve Rao or Mark Beeson. You can email them. Go to the WPBA site, WPBA.com. Go to Steve at WPBA.com. I think there's all the links for these guys on our page. They will help you get your business started with the sponsorship process. We're always looking for new and creative ideas, so check it out. There she is, folks. Shanelle Loraine, in my opinion, one of the prettiest girls in pool. Oh, and I don't want to forget to mention as well, we just recently partnered with Castillo Leather Goods. So they sponsor Caroline Powell and April Larson, make some great cue cases. And I know you guys seen April's recent announcement that now she's making her own case line with Castillo, so check that out. ICA Training Tools is also another sponsor of the WPBA now. I will throw their commercial here if they take a player break so I can explain to you what the ICA training tool does, but it's amazing. Just throwing it out there. It's amazing. All right, so we do have the 3-point rule, and Chanel has not made a legal break. So Kelly comes to the table. A shot on the two. Unfortunately, she missed it. It's a little early still for some of us ladies, right? And Kelly's had a pretty crazy couple days. She not getting her luggage for the first couple days she was in town. On top of that, she's been doing some really cool video work. I don't want to tell anybody all her cool stuff, but they're working on some really cool content. So stay tuned to Kelly Fisher's socials. I'm sure you'll see that stuff soon enough. And she didn't have any clothes. She had to go buy new clothes. Then finally her luggage got here. She still doesn't have her cues. I guess they're in Ireland. That's crazy. Oh, unfortunate. Chanel made a good hit on the two and ended up scratching. We got a couple great lineups coming in today. I think our noon matchup is Christina Zlateva versus Tracy Cantrell, an Ohio girl. That'll be a good matchup. And then at 2 o'clock, we got Lori John versus Tom Beach. I don't really know her well, but she's played at Michigan and now she's played here. So she's a good little player. So that should be a good matchup at 2 o'clock. And then at 4 o'clock, we have Kelly Isaac, Superwoman versus Margaret Fefalova Steyer. So stay tuned. We got a long day. I will let you guys know that we'll be shutting the stream down in between matches so that we can piece that out and you guys can go back and watch these matches much easier in the future on our YouTube. So I apologize for some of you that are going to have to pull out and come back in. but it's just making the editing team a lot less work for us to split these days up a little bit. So we're going to be trying to stop in between matches and restart the streams. Please enjoy the show and stay tuned to all our social medias. All right, look at here. Shanelle Loraine comes to the table with ball in hand. Now, this is definitely a preference, and obviously, with ball in hand, you can choose any way you want to get on the five ball. I personally would have preferred to either shoot that ball in the corner with natural shape to the five or shoot it in the left hand side pocket because, see, she's played it in the right hand side pocket and didn't control the cue ball properly. So, had she gone to the left hand corner pocket, she could have played that ball with a little follow and gotten much better on the orange five ball. Right, so she plays this. Smart to play it this way, though, right? To put some distance between the shot, get the cue ball down here. You know, there's a few blocker balls. If she doesn't make the five, she leaves Kelly a bit more difficult. A smart choice by Shanelle there, even after making the mistake with ball in hand. So I recently just added some audio to the stream, some mix or some music. I don't know if you guys are interested that I'm gonna put that in the background right now. Let me know if you guys can hear any of that. I am trying to cover up the speakers for the sound system are real close to me, so I'm trying to mask some of that. You know, if you guys can hear that little bit of music in the background. I don't know if it's too loud. I kind of did a test run over the week before we came out here, and to try to get the volume levels where it would not affect mine. All right, Kelly Fisher taking advantage of those weird little mistakes by Shanelle Loraine, 3-0. Oh, Kelly's racking. Let's check out what's going on around the room a little bit. So I know you guys are not familiar. This is Palmetto Billiards. You can see on the back side there, obviously it's really early here, you can see all of the 7-footers that are covered currently. But this room's got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of potential. They also have a 3-cushion table, folks, right there behind April Larson and Dawn Oldag. You can see there's a cool 3-cushion table. I'm pretty pumped about that. Hopefully I'll have a little time today that I can, or this weekend at all, to try to get on there and play a little on that. Let's go back to the feature matchup here. There's Kelly Fisher to break. Alright, ball still moving. Was legal. And a shot on the one. Alright, she came a little funny on this too, but she definitely hit the one with some authority. Kelly, she starts stepping up her pace and it gets a little dangerous for her opponents. Morning, Sarah, my sparring partner from back home. She's a good little player. All right, look at this, folks. Don't forget to pull back real quick too and hit that thumbs up button. We've got almost 200 people in the room. Let's see if we can get those likes to match our viewership. We appreciate anyone who's tuning in on Billiards TV. If you are interested in joining our chats, you're welcome to go to WPBA Billiards on YouTube. All right, Kelly Fisher to extend her lead. Unfortunately, I'm not sure why the score link has not refreshed. Let's see, the score should be currently 4-0. Did we pull that music back a little bit? Okay. We'll pull it back. Like I said, guys, we're just testing out some other stuff to try to block off some of the sounds that go on along the room. All right, I had to step out for just a second, take care of a few things. All right, I pulled the music back. Some folks hopefully it's not super annoying. I apologize. I pulled it back. I'm not even sure if you guys can even hear it any longer. All right, I think I actually turned my side view camera, so we're gonna have to maybe go over and make some adjustments, folks. Kelly Fisher to break. We do have bonus coverage, and I'm not exactly sure who's on that table. Oh, Michelle Monk and Yolanda Duggar are playing on our bonus coverage table. There is no commentary. I want to say thank you to John Dillon for coming in and bringing me another computer and setting up some cameras for us. He does have a really cool overhead view that I'm learning. Unfortunately, the way that they have it mounted, it makes it difficult for us to travel, and means that um, we do a ton of traveling, right? And so I can't make it in enough days to set up like full contraptions over every pool table that we stream, but we are working on some kind of idea. But it's been fun watching John work. He's has 30 years of broadcasting experience. So I have definitely picked his brain while I've been here. Anyone who wants to know, Weiwei, hi Dwayne. Weiwei is not playing in this event. Um, I don't really know details as to why she's not here at the moment, but I know they're working on it. But she's a favorite of mine as well. You guys can go to diddlepool.com and check out the WPBA Palmetto Invitational and check out all the brackets in our YouTube description. The brackets are linked in there. You can go pull back and check out the description. It's a quick wreck by Kelly Fisher. No pun intended. Is the music a little better now, folks? For those of you who are on our actual YouTube channel, you guys could pop up in the chat and let me know if I pulled it back a little bit, if I pulled it back enough, but you guys can still hear it. I can hear it in my headset, but it's very faint. All right, a tiny bit. I turn it up just a tiny bit. I don't want it to be distracting. I just want it to be a little bit of background noise for folks. Occasionally we have to mute our mics and you guys are just sitting in dead silence. That's no fun for anyone. Dead silence is never fun. Aw, you guys are nice. Thanks, everybody. I just wanted a little bit in the background. I don't need it to be overly aggressive. Just, I know that when I watch streams, when it's dead silent, when we mute our mics, it's super annoying. So, and unfortunately, because we play music in the background at our events well, just for the room energy, right? Unfortunately, I have to, with YouTube, I have to be careful of copyright issues. So thanks, Mike. I don't need the music. You're probably right about that. But the girls play music in there, and I don't want YouTube to flag me. It's pretty loud where I'm sitting, so just trying to be cautious and not have any problems with YouTube in the future. All right, look at this. Kelly Fisher's got a real opportunity here. This will get Kelly Fisher on the hill. I don't know why I keep saying Kelly Fisher. Ooh, I think she's fine. I think she's just fine. She's just going run rail back out to the center of the table. She can just, it depends. This is a preference shot for me, but roll it down and take the 8 in the opposite side. Pretty natural from here. Oh, she got creative. Now she's put herself into a spot. She's got a bit of a tester here on the 9, but I favor her to make that just fine. All right, folks. Kelly Fisher on the hill. Now, I do want to remind everyone at home that we'll be shutting down the stream and rebooting for the next match. I apologize. I know it sucks to have to step out and then come back to a live stream, but it does make it easier in the future for you guys to go back and watch your favorite matches again on our YouTube channel without having to scroll through 8 hours of footage to find it. But our noon matchup is going to be Christina Zlateva versus Tracy Cantrell, an Ohio favorite. It's going to be a good matchup. You guys stay tuned for that. Make sure to come back. All right. So these are all predator tables here. And I know that some of the players, I think some of the players are familiar with the predator equipment and some aren't. So we should see some interesting stuff. Typically we play on diamonds. We are a diamond sponsored tour, but we're doing the back to the bricks this year. So we're hitting up a ton of pool rooms and reaching out to our fan base and so with that being said, we've also played at Borderline. We played on Brunswick's as well. So it's, it is what it is. We play on everything. We have no, we're not particular to that. And it's pretty fun to play on different equipment. So, all right, to the rail and back out. That's a tough shot on these tables. They'll spit you back. I was actually practicing that shot this morning. For anyone who'd like to donate to the stream, you guys can go to WPBA.com and hit the donate here button. It's right there when you log or when you click onto our page. And then you can also donate through YouTube. I know a lot of people don't like to do that, but if you do it on the YouTube, at least I can give you a shout out. I do have someone manning stuff back home with the WPBA.com. So if you do donate on there, when I get the list, I will also give you a shout out. I have something fun kind of happening. So I'm working on something right now. So if you guys are around, stick around. It's going to be a good weekend. All right. A little tricky. Not sure that looks like Kelly's going to have to kick at this 8 ball. You can see Kelly putting the work in there, lining up her shot. Hey, nice hit by Kelly Fisher. Hi, Jerry Fisher. Thank you so much. Allison, thanks for tuning in. Please make sure you're hitting the thumbs up button and sharing, liking, and subscribing. What a nice shot by Shanelle. The cue ball needs to travel. She's got a bit of a tester here for this 9 ball. What's up, Scott? Thank you for tuning in. All right, let's see. Chanel's got to really bear down. Kelly Fisher is on the hill. Just a nice fluid, smooth stroke. No deceleration. She overcut it, which is exactly the way that if she's going to miss that ball, that's the way you miss it. You have to overcut it. Unfortunately, she hit it a little hard. Good morning, Mike. Thanks for tuning in. You come in at the last minute, right? Uh, this ball to win this set against Shanelle Loraine, the WPBA Palmetto Invitational. Oh, beautiful shot. The cue ball's golden. All right, Shanelle Loraine has been defeated. She is not out of this event. You can go to digitalpool.com to check out all the live scores in the room. Speaking of that, let's see what we got going on around the room real quick since this happened so fast. Here we are, folks. There she is. All right, Michelle Monk and Yolanda Duggar are currently on our feature, our bonus table. Michelle is up 3-0 over Yolanda at the moment. Emily Duddy and Elise Valancourt are 3-2. Kennedy Myman and Laura Bendicus are at 2s at the moment. Rachel Lang is up 3-1 over Savannah Easton. Ashley Benoit is up 3-2 over Donna Selman. Angela Janik is up 2-1 over Leanne Leaney. And April Larson is up 4-0 over Dawn Oldak. Lots of stuff going on in the room. For just a few minutes, I'm going to throw you guys some commercials. Please enjoy. Oh, don't want to forget. Let's check out our sponsors for this. Here we are, folks. Palmetto Billiards Academy in Charleston, South Carolina. We are sponsored, our long-lasting sponsors here with the WPBA, Aramith Billiard Balls, and Simonis Felt Cloth. I apologize for that. And Diamond Billiard Products, always and forever long-lasting. Been with the WPBA for longer than I can remember. We also have some new sponsors this year. Kamui, How Tips, and they also recently just started their How Flash Carbon Fiber Shaft. Check it out. ICA Training Tool, Big Family Custom Creations, Castillo Leather Goods, and our official rack for the WPBA is the perfect rack. If you are interested in anything that I'm talking about here, you're welcome to go to WPBA.com. Make sure you're checking out all their social media accounts, giving them the thumbs up and the likes for supporting us. We need you to support them. So thank you so much for that. Let's go. I'm going to throw you guys. Remember, I was talking about the ICA training tool. Check out this commercial while we've got a minute, folks. And then after the commercials, we're going to be shutting down, and we'll be back for our next match at noon with Christina Zlateva and Tracy Kentrell. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond. Thanks for tuning in.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.